Hello friends, welcome. Study distractions and arguments, engaging conversation between mom and daughter.
Mom, I'm having trouble studying for my test. Can you help me? Sure. What's the problem? I just can't seem to concentrate. I keep thinking about the argument I had with my friend. What was the argument about? Oh, it was nothing important. We just disagreed on something and I got upset. But now I can't stop thinking about it. I understand. It's natural to feel upset after an argument, but you shouldn't let it affect your studies. Have you tried talking to your friend and resolving the issue? Not really. I've just been avoiding her. That's not a good solution. Avoiding a problem won't make it go away. In fact, it might even make it worse. You should try to resolve the issue and move on. But what if she doesn't want to talk to me? Then at least you'll know that you tried. And you can focus on your studies without the distraction of unresolved conflict. Also, you need to be careful about argument shopping. It's not healthy to keep bringing up old arguments or seeking out new ones. It can lead to stress and anxiety, and distract you from more important things like your studies. You're right, Mom. I'll try to talk to my friend and resolve the issue. And I won't let arguments distract me from my studies again. I'm glad to hear it. Remember, your education is important, and you need to prioritize it over temporary disagreements. I understand, Mom. Thank you for the advice. I'll make sure to stay focused on my studies. That's great to hear, sweetie. And if you ever need help with your studies, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always here for you. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. I think I just needed to talk about it and get some perspective. Of course, that's what parents are for. We're here to guide you and support you through life's challenges. And I'm proud of you for being willing to take responsibility and work on resolving the issue with your friend. Thanks, Mom. I feel better now that we've talked. I'll try to approach my studies with a clear mind and focus on the tasks at hand. That's the spirit. And remember, if you ever find yourself struggling with your studies or anything else, just reach out to me. We're in this together. I will, Mom. Thank you for being there for me. Of course, sweetie. I love you and want to see you succeed. Just keep in mind that conflicts are a normal part of life, but it's important to deal with them in a healthy and constructive way. I understand, Mom. I'll keep that in mind. Great. Now, let's get back to studying. Do you want me to help you review for your test? Yes, please. That would be really helpful. Alright, let's get started. We can work through some practice problems together and review key concepts. By the time we're done, you'll feel more confident about the test. Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate your help. You're welcome, sweetie. Let's do this together.
After an hour of studying, the daughter seemed to have grasped the concepts she needed to know for her test.
Thank you so much, Mom. I think I have a better understanding of the material now. That's great to hear, sweetie. I'm glad I could help. Just remember to take breaks and pace yourself when studying. It's important to give your brain a rest and recharge so you can retain information better. I will, Mom. Thanks again for all your help and advice. Anytime, sweetie. I'm always here for you. And if you need any more help or guidance in the future, just let me know. I will, Mom. Thanks for being the best mom ever. Thanks, sweetie. You're the best daughter ever. I'm glad we can always make each other feel better. I feel so lucky to have you as my mom. And I feel lucky to have you as my daughter. We make a great team, don't we? Yes, we do. I feel like I can talk to you about anything and you always have the best advice. I try my best. It's important to me that you feel comfortable coming to me with anything that's on your mind. I know, Mom. And I appreciate it more than you know. I feel like I can tackle anything with you by my side. That's what moms are for. And don't forget, you're strong and capable on your own too. I'm just here to support and guide you. I know, Mom. And I'm so grateful for that. Thanks for everything. You're welcome, sweetie. Now, let's go celebrate your hard work with some ice cream. Yes. I can't wait. Laughs.
Mom and daughter headed to the kitchen to grab some ice cream. As they were enjoying their treat, they chatted about other things that had been on their minds.
Mom, can I ask you something? Of course, sweetie. What's on your mind? Well, I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do after high school. I'm not sure if I want to go to college or pursue something else. That's a big decision, sweetie. Have you talked to a guidance counselor or anyone else at school about it? Not yet. I wanted to talk to you first. I appreciate that, sweetie. And I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Have you thought about what you're interested in or what kind of career you might want to pursue? Little bit, but I feel like there are so many options out there. It's hard to know what to choose. That's understandable. But it's important to take your time and do some research. Maybe try talking to people in different fields or doing some job shadowing to get a better sense of what different careers are like. That's a good idea, Mom. Thanks for the advice. Anytime, sweetie. Just remember that there's no rush to make a decision. Take your time and explore your options. And don't be afraid to ask for help or guidance along the way. I will, Mom. Thanks for always being there for me. Always, sweetie. Now, let's finish our ice cream and enjoy the rest of our day together.
Hey, have you been keeping up with your notes for our classes?
Yeah, I have. I've been trying to stay on top of everything this semester.
That's great. How are you organizing your notes?
I'm using a combination of handwritten notes and digital notes. For my handwritten notes, I'm using a notebook with dividers to separate each class. For digital notes, I'm using OneNote.
Interesting. I've been thinking about trying out OneNote. How do you like it so far?
I really like it. It's easy to organize my notes, and I can access them from anywhere. Plus, I can insert images and screenshots, which is helpful for classes that have a lot of diagrams and charts.
That sounds really useful. I've been using a regular notebook for my notes, but it's been getting pretty messy. I think I might switch to a notebook with dividers like you.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful to have everything in one place. And it's easier to find what you're looking for when you have dividers separating each class.
I'll have to check it out. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Have you been studying for our upcoming exams?
Yeah, I've been reviewing my notes and going through practice problems. How about you?
Same here. I find that going through old exams and quizzes is really helpful for studying.
Agreed. It's always good to get a sense of what types of questions might be on the exam.
Definitely. Well, good luck with your studying.
Thanks, you too.
Honey, I was thinking about ways to increase our revenue from the shop.
What are your ideas?
Well, I was thinking that we could start selling some of our products online. That way we can reach a wider audience and make more sales.
That's an interesting idea. But do we have the resources and knowledge to do that?
I've been doing some research, and there are many e-commerce platforms that make it easy to set up an online store. We can also hire someone to help us if needed.
That's true. But what about the cost of shipping the products? Won't that be expensive?
We can set up a system where the customer pays for shipping, or we can offer free shipping for orders over a certain amount. Plus, we can negotiate with shipping companies for better rates.
Okay, I'm willing to give it a try. But let's start small and see how it goes before investing too much money into it.
That's a good idea. We can start by listing our best-selling products online and see how they sell.
Sounds good. Let's make a plan and get started on this. I'm excited to see where this takes us.
Me too. I think this could be a great opportunity for us to grow our business and reach new customers.
Yes, and it would also allow us to expand our product offerings beyond just what we can fit in the physical store.
Exactly. And with online sales, we could potentially increase our revenue without having to invest in a larger physical space or hiring more employees.
I like the sound of that. Let's start by taking some high-quality photos of our products and creating product listings.
Yes, and we'll also need to make sure we have enough inventory on hand to fulfill online orders.
And we should also consider offering promotions and discounts to encourage people to buy from us online.
Great idea. We can advertise these promotions on our social media pages and through email marketing.
Speaking of social media, we should also create a separate account for the online store and start building a following.
Absolutely. And we can use our existing customer base to help spread the word and drive traffic to our online store.
I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be a lot of work, but it will be worth it if we can increase our revenue and grow our business.
Agreed. Let's get started on this right away.
Hey dear, how was your day at school today?
It was good, but we had an argument in class today.
Oh, what was it about?
Our teacher was explaining a topic from the textbook, but some of us were arguing about the accuracy of the information presented in it.
Interesting. What exactly were the points of disagreement?
Some of us thought that the information in the textbook was outdated and didn't reflect the current research on the topic. Others felt that the information was biased and only presented one perspective on the issue.
I see. Well, it's good that you and your classmates are thinking critically about the information presented to you. It's important to question things and consider multiple perspectives.
Yeah, I agree. Our teacher encouraged us to do our own research and bring in additional sources to support our arguments. It was a really productive discussion.
That's great to hear. It's important to have an open and respectful dialogue about these things. Learning doesn't stop with the textbook after all.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to continuing the discussion and learning more about the topic.
That's great, son. It's good to see you taking an active interest in your education.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this class. We get to learn about a lot of interesting topics and have these kinds of discussions.
That's wonderful. Remember, learning isn't just about memorizing facts from a textbook. It's about understanding concepts and being able to think critically about them.
I know, Mom. That's why I appreciate having a teacher who encourages us to think for ourselves and question what we're being taught.
Absolutely. It's important to be able to form our own opinions and perspectives on things. That's how we grow and learn as individuals.
Yeah, and it's also important to be open-minded and consider other viewpoints, even if we don't necessarily agree with them.
That's very true, son. I'm glad to see you're learning such valuable life lessons in this class.
Me too, Mom. I'm excited to see what else we'll learn and discuss in the coming weeks.
Mom, can we go shopping today? I saw some really cute clothes online that I want to check out in person.
I don't know, honey. We just went shopping last week, and I don't think you need any more clothes right now.
But Mom, I haven't bought anything new in a while, and I've been saving up my allowance for this.
I understand that, but you also have a lot of clothes already. Plus, we should be mindful of our spending.
I know, but I promise I'll be careful with my money. And besides, it's not like I'm asking for anything too expensive.
I hear you, but I'm still not convinced. Can you think of any other reasons why we should go shopping today?
Well, we haven't spent much time together lately, and I thought it would be a fun mother-daughter outing.
That's a good point. I miss spending time with you too. Okay, we can go shopping today, But let's make sure we stick to a budget and only get things that you really need.
Yay! Thank you, Mom. I promise we'll be responsible with our spending.